Witches Hill. Lucky Sevens.
Hello, this is a very special top 7 list that we have today for the Lucky Sevens. This is DECmember December, better known as DECmember. Yes, I'm not proud of that one. Alright, let's kick things off proper here with number 7. Italian hall disaster. When managers won't meet with their workers to work out their problems, these problems most times grow. In order to keep people level-headed and boost their morale, a company Christmas party was held on the 24th. This all took place in a building called the Italian Hall, where 600 men, women, and children came to party and to bask in the warmth of their friends. Though the heat got a little too real when someone yelled fire in an attempt to scare some people. This caused everyone to panic and rush to the exit. Out of the 73 people that had died, 62 of them were children. Still, to this day, no one knows who actually yelled. Number 6. The Zodiac Killer is one of the most famous killers, even though their true identity remains unknown. However, not many people know that the Zodiac's first attributed kills were discovered in December of 1968. David Arthur Faraday, age 17, and Betty Lou Jensen, 16, were found shot to death in Benicia, California. At number 5, in Tripoli, Libya, 5 Bulgarian nurses and 1 Palestinian nurse knowingly infects 400 children with HIV. The women were sentenced to death, which sounds like a just end. However, there was an overwhelming amount of proof that the children already had the virus. While Europe and the USA were pissed, Libya cheered on. What do you think happened? Do you think they actually did that? Number 4, 1952 London. From the cars to the smokestacks, from the industries surrounding the city, all the soot and sulfur dioxide collected over the city and continued to for 4 days. This leads to the death of 4,000 people. That means 1,000 people each day. That's truly terrifying. Your air is gone. What can you do? Number 3, 2004. An earthquake causes a massive tsunami. With minimal to no warning, the people had no way to protect themselves. 10,000 people died in southern Asia. Indonesia, Sri Lanka, and India had reported their death tolls to be in the thousands. After all was added, more than 216,000 people had died in 13 countries. Indonesia alone lost 128,000 souls. Number 2, 1942. Word begins to spread in Nazi-occupied Europe about the horrific acts being done on Jewish people in Poland. The Jewish ghettos that were created were then being emptied. Those who were still able-bodied were sent to labor camps to help with the Nazi war effort. Those who were not able to move or help were executed. The horrors of wartime would sadly last a few years more. The Haiyan earthquake. In 1920, on December 16th, a devastating earthquake shook Ningxia, China. The initial death toll was reported, but with the days that followed, the death toll was said to be around 273,400 people, making it one of the deadliest earthquakes in history. Oh, would you look at that? We've got a bonus. December 28th at 5:20 a.m. in Italy, 1908. Another deadly earthquake strikes, killing 123,000 people. Different sources say the death toll was between 70,000 and 200,000 people. The earthquake caused landslides and tsunamis with a height of 12 meters, or 39 feet. With all the damage that came from the earthquake that lasted about 40 seconds, it almost caused the complete destruction of Messina and Reggio Calabria. Well, that brings us to the end of DECmember December, or DECmember. Oh, my failed puns. Anyway, while the world celebrates the various holidays of the season, remember to stay safe and out of death's arms. We're not sure if we'll be able to put out another episode before the end of this year, so if you don't hear from us, just know that we'll be back in 2018 with more creeps, death, and things that go bump in the night. From everyone here at Witches Hill, we wish you all a bloody holiday.
Witches Hill. Lucky Sevens.